Good morning, this is Jason with Legal CPN. In this video, we're going to cover what season trade lines should you buy for your CPNs or for your SSNs or your business credit options. Okay, that's a big question I'm seeing that you guys are having is, for the most part, what trade lines do I buy? Okay, well, the good thing is I've been selling trade lines for well over 10 years. Well, I wouldn't say well over, but I'm approaching my 10-year mark on selling CPNs and trade lines. I've had the opportunity of literally doing thousands of clients. There's nobody out there, my lovers and, a couple haters that, want to take our spot. But, we got too much of a distance over them. Nobody can deny the fact that we do, in fact, have thousands of clients that we've actually processed CPNs for. We've processed season trade lines for. And that's a phenomenal statement in itself. But let's go ahead and get started in this particular video, which is what season trade lines do I purchase for my CPN in particular. I'm also going to cover what season trade lines you need to purchase for your SSN in this video, but this video is more so tailored to what season trade lines do I need to purchase for my CPN. Okay, first things first, when you're adding season trade lines to a CPN, the first thing you really want to do is you really need to have a Trimerge CPN. We release a lot of videos out there that say, hey, leave those post randomization numbers alone. They don't work. They're behind us now. The CPN industry and business credit industry and the banks, everything migrate, everything changed from FICO 08 and a lot of other changes in the past. The FICO 08 didn't pass, but they're always instituting new strategies or new ways to try to augment or offset the use of CPNs and business credit, and we've reached the threshold where the old CPNs don't work. Okay, that's why we're seeing a very strong, a tremendous amount of success from our CPN products, and it's a lot of CPN sellers out there, and a lot of people out there that are not seeing the same results, but our clients are still reporting very strong results because we're pretty much updated to new CPN technology. But when you're adding season trade lines to your CPN, you must have it Trimerge. Buy it Trimerge if you don't know what you're doing, because what's going to happen is the fastest way that you're going to hit a wall is my trade line is only showing up in one bureau. Why is that? How come I can't get it to the other two bureaus? What's going on? Did you Trimerge your CPN? No. Okay, well, that's a big reason. Okay, when you're Trimerging a CPN, you're actually doing a lot of things behind the scenes for that particular number that's going to enable trade lines and certain aspects of the credit reporting schemes that the banks do to actually find that particular numbers in various locations. I can't get into anything more than that. I'm not here to make you guys smart on how to Trimerge CPNs. That's what we do. We got a lot of people out there watching this video, banks and other resellers. They would love to know what we do, so we're not going to really cross that bridge and make you guys smart there. But as far as purchasing season trade lines for your CPN, let's go ahead and get this particular video started. Okay, now on our website, the first thing you'll see, I just updated this morning. This is pretty much our current inventory. When you're buying singles, some people say, well, I flat out don't have the money to purchase a combo, or I only got $400 or $500. Is that going to help my CPN? The answer is absolutely yes, it will. Because a blank CPN is a blank CPN. It has a 0 score. You have no score. There's nothing more going on besides a brand new profile, which you can go get a $300 or $500 credit approval at a few locations. That's pretty much about it. That's pretty much as far as it's going to go. When you start adding season trade lines to a CPN, now you've pretty much opened up the Pandora's box where the sky is literally the limit. It's people get CPN trade lines, and we can sell that to you all day. Say CPN trade line, I give you the 750, 780, 800 credit score, and you're off and running. But you really need to know where you're going to go. That's the last step on what do you need to do. How do I get funded? How do I take it to the upper stratosphere of credit approval? How do I really leverage the big money? That's something that most of you guys can figure out on your own. We're going to release another series on how to do that as well. But here we're going to just focus on what trade lines to purchase. So when you're looking at single trade lines, yes, absolutely. Yes, it's definitely a home run. It's something that you need to do. You're taking your score from 0 to a hero literally in a matter of a couple to a few weeks, and you're off and running. You're way away from $300 or $500 credit approvals, and it's pretty much putting you guys where you need to be. Now, just follow my mouse. When you're buying CPNs and you're adding trade lines to a blank credit profile, right now in today's environment, stay away from these type of cards. The 9 years, 11,000. Let's find. We don't have too many. This one is a nice one for a CPN. City 15,000, 21 year. Those you really don't need those cards. I will pull this card, the City 21 year 15,000, or this Bank of America 11,009 year card out for SSN. The SSN that you need help moving your score so you can refinance the house, or you can pull up a credit profile that has history. It could be a CPN. You can already have history and have stuff, quote unquote, on there, and now you're in the low sixes or the high fives, and you want to increase that particular report. This will do it. Okay, that Bank of America 11,000 9 year, or this 15,000, that'll be a perfect an account to use. Basically, for CPN stuff, this 2 years is great. This 7 month is great. That 4.5 years is perfect. That 7 month is great. This 7 month 5,000 is going to take you to 745. It's going to change your ratio so dramatically. You're going to be so far away from $300 and $500 approvals every single day, all day long. This right here is going to generate $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 approval all day long across the board. That's playing with the singles. It's 3,001. This 3,001 year is a great card. That's a great card. That's a great card for CPNs. This, when you start pairing, I will now get into the pairing. When you start pairing CPNs, just want to say you look at this PNC 5,500 6.5 year. This is 6.5 years ago. You got a $5,500 approval. I will look to pair this 55 6.5, and like this Bank of America 2 year 10,000. And then if I want to pair 3, I would go with this Bank of America 16,000 7 months. So let's look at it in terms of an automated computer. See, this is where you get into the online computers. They don't read, they don't see, they don't think, they just see numbers. 6.5 years ago, you were approved for $5,500. 2 years ago, you were approved for $10,000 at Bank of America. 8 months ago, because this is a little older than 7 months, 8 months ago, you're approved at $16,000 at Bank of America, which means that even if they don't like you, you would be somewhere around this $10,000, $12,000 approval ratio. If they really don't like you, you'd be around $5,000. Big jump away from $500. That's when you start pairing season trade lines. Now, going down here, we have more great trade lines down here. Now, look at our combos. This is pretty much what we've already done for our combo selection. When you look at this combo one, 10,000 2 year, 10,000 1.5 year. It's a great blend. So now if they come and they don't like you, 6, 7, 8,000. They don't like you, 5,000. But if they want to continue the relationship, they really like what they see, they will follow suit with the 10,000 and probably boost it to 12,000. On this particular batch, I would consider this a CPN, not a CPN, but an SSN combo, because you have this big, huge 21 year, 13,000. It's kind of upside down for a CPN profile. I would shy away for this from CPNs. I would highly not recommend this for CPNs. I would highly recommend it more for people that have an SSN profile and they want to see their scores massively increase in the right direction. Combo 3, same kind of situation. A year and a half ago, you 9,500. A year ago, you were 10,000. Actually, a year ago, 9,500. A year ago, 10,000. Now, in this particular profile, same thing. 5,000, 2 years, 5,000 a year and a half ago. Now, this one is already tiered. Combo 5, you have a $5,000 approval 2 years ago, have a $14,000 1 year ago. If they like you, you're talking about $15,000, $20,000. If they don't like you, around $10,000, $12,000, because you're properly tiered in the right direction. Smaller amount, longer, bigger amount, shorter. That's the key. That's the key to automated approvals. Combo 6, 7,500 2 years ago. That's going to generate anything 2 years or more, you're going to be way over 750, guaranteed. Year and a half ago, 20,000. Perfect combo. Perfect combo on these two combos. The combo 7, 2 years ago, 7,500. Actually, yeah, 2 years ago, 8 years ago, 5,500. 2 years ago, 7,500. This is for the people that say, hey, my guy must have history, blah, 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 or I want to see two trade lines that have history, and I want it to be paired. So that's two major things. They want history, and they want the trade lines to actually be paired in the right direction, like a ramp. Just like this. Just like a ramp. Not an inverted ratio where it's screaming out for automated approval. Like if you have a 10,000, you start off here at 10,000 5 years, then you go to a 5,000 2 year, then you go to a 2,000 6 month. It's like, why is his approval ratios coming down? He has a great score, but it doesn't make sense. So that's when a computer is going to kick you over for automated review, because you're going to go against their schemology on looking at the numbers and giving your credit approval. So again, you always want to start here. Let's say you have a 10,000 let's say a 10,000 1 year, then you have a 5,000 2 year, then you have a 1,000 4 year. So you have a larger number, that's newer. Then you have a middle number that's smaller, so on and so forth, and that's how it should look. But in combo weight, you see this one is pretty much the same. So that one is it's a good profile because they both issue around the same time. You got tons of history, and this really won't fight each other, because just like you got two credit approvals at the same point in time, would say, hey, this guy's ready for another credit approval because he hasn't had anything in 4.5 years. On this particular combo 9, perfect profile. Capital One, 4,500 12 years ago. Then you jump over here to a 16,000 8 months. So this is perfect. Just like this combo, 5, 6, 9, perfect combos. Combo 10, perfect combo. 1,000 3.5 years ago. 7,500 2.5 years ago. You got tons of history in there. Both of them are aged over 2 years. Great combo. Combo 11, blockbuster. I would say more so for SSNs, because 24 years you're gonna hit 815. Okay, you're gonna get way into the scary FICO score areas. Like, wow, have you, like, Matt, come here. Hey, Bobby, come here. Hey, Jamie, come here. Sally, have you ever seen an 815 credit score? Never. I've never seen anything higher than 780. Here go 815. Look at this. That's what this is going to generate. That 24 years when the CPN is going to push you way into the 800 range, which is something that most people really don't see on credit reports. So be wary. When you start pushing 800 credit scores, that by itself can be a red flag, because it's not normal. It's not normal. That's why I would say this is something that's great for SSN type profile, 9 to 9, 18,000 limits, 24 years of history, perfect. Now on this one, this again is another perfectly developed profile where you have a 7,300, very strong limit with 4.5 years. Then you have a newer approval at 12.5 at 3 years. That's a very, very, very strong ratio as far as having a smaller, older line and a newer, bigger line, and they both have a decent amount of history. You're going to be way into the upper 7 range. You're going to pretty much tear the automated approval systems to shreds, because your profile is going to go through there with as a perfect profile. That's exactly what that would look like. These are all pretty much perfect profile generating combos, and that's exactly what this will look like. Combo 13, let's look at that one. Year and a half ago, 8,000, 6 months, 10,000. It's a very good profile. It's very cheap. You're looking at around $375 a card. Where can you get a trade line at $375 a card? Okay, both of these are $400 a card for this type of magic. For that type of profile, at $400 a card, you can't beat it. Now, on this video, I really wanted to cover what trade lines you should be picking for your CPNs. I really, really, really want to emphasize, even when you're looking at the singles and you're looking at the combos, that if you're putting together something like, let's say you have, let's go back to the singles, you have a 6.5 year, 5,000, then you come with a 7,000, 1.5 year, bang, you've completed exactly what you wanted to do. So that's what you really want to do. You want to create that ramp, smaller number, older approval. Then you want to go with a bigger limit with a smaller amount of years, and that's pretty much how you assemble and you put together a perfect CPN and trade line combination. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Jason. I really enjoyed delivering this information. You can always give us a call at our 888-675-7773 number. That's 888-675-7773. This is my personal office line. It was a cell line, but I kind of converted it over to our office line, so I am available here at 9 to 5. And you guys are definitely welcome to use our products, our CPNs, with legal CPNs and our season trade lines. Again, if you're adding season trade lines, you're thinking about going into season trade lines, and you need a CPN, I would highly recommend you purchase Trimerge CPN products. Trimerge CPN products is going to enable you to have your credit profiles open in all three bureaus, which is going to enable you to get your scores in all three bureaus, which for most of you guys are very something you guys very much need. Again, I enjoyed this video. If you need me, please give me a call. Thanks a lot.